Well, 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 the timing of that could not have been any worse, could it? The minutes are out. Oh, I don't know how I feel about it. I want to go into it and just have a look and stuff, and that's what we are going to do, but it's not what I had planned today. There is going to be a video outlining the minutes and what they mean and stuff tomorrow. I haven't got the energy to sit and read all that properly. We're going to have a look at it for ourselves, see if anyone can help me understand bits of it. If they can, let me know. Let me quickly share my stream. Of course, I haven't. This is completely blown everything that I was thinking about doing tonight, and I'm all a little bit flustered. How are you all doing anyway, guys? Hope you're all doing well. I hope we are good. Um, go here, content live. We are live indeed. I cannot see anything there. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, see. Yeah, so the minutes are out. Um, I'm gonna wait until like one of the papers has summarized it a little bit better. I won't lie. Um, it's not 100% great. Turned up at the time that I didn't want it to. But it's the time that I thought it was gonna turn up and happen. Oh, we'll have a look and see what's what with it. We are gonna try and keep this to a normal though, and I say normal in air quotes. We're gonna try and keep this to a normal um roundup, just out of interest and easiness on my part. If keep it to a normal roundup, then fantastic. That would be brilliant. How are you all doing there? 13 people watching, 5 likes. Get a likes up, so much appreciate it. I know a lot of people are not really bothered about the football at the minute, and I don't blame you. It's a bit crap. It's not great. let's just call it what it is. Da, 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 da. Uh, Anyway, how are you all doing? Anyway, how are we doing? What's that mental health goal today? Are we good? Are we bad? Are we indifferent? Is it a bit of everything? Are we in a good mood? Are we in a bad mood? Have we had a good week? Let me know. But what I was going to do tonight until everything got gooey was I was going to be looking at the out of contract players today. And I thought we could do like who do you think should stay? Who do you think should go? All that kind of stuff and go from there. But again, once again, it is another day where we've got the mate. Sad that Danny going, knew it was coming. I think it's one of those things. Nothing's been confirmed yet, Sam. Until it confirmed, let's just keep it what it is. It feels like he's going, but it's not confirmed. We've not heard anyone go, oh, he's definitely gone there. Let's just wait until something's actually happened before we go, oh, I'm sad that he's going and all this kind of shit. Because, yeah, he probably is going. But until it confirmed, there's no point saying it. It was interesting with it. Ian and Barry, how are you, mate? I hope you're well. We're going to be looking at these in a moment. Time. Let me just show you the screen. The minutes are here. They're out. They're ready. We'll have a look at them in a little bit. I'll be honest with you though, that wasn't what I was going to be doing tonight. That's just come up me now, and knowing the minutes are out, it thrown me, guys. It's absolutely thrown me because I had everything sorted for this. I don't know if I should do a separate stream for that at a different chance when I've had chance to look at it myself and try and put a summary myself. But by all accounts, it just sounds like from what I've given Reddit, he's not going. The club's not for sale. He's had offers in the past back in 2016, and that's about it. The minutes of the panels are out, Daniel. All the minutes that the panel meetings have come out. Not being funny, but Danny leaving is nothing new. This is football. We leave managers. But we lose managers, we lose players. We keep going. No point kind of. But well, I get why people are upset with it. And that press conference today screamed of someone who's on his way. But again, there was a bit in the press conference that kind of made me just have a little glimmer of hope. And it was this. Now we see the final week from the club, what we can do going forward from what I have discussed with them earlier this year on my ambition. That bit kind of made me go, is there a little glimmer of hope? I don't think so. But I'm being that stupid realist person where I think about it. What we were going to do tonight is we were going to speak about out-of-contract players. I was going to do the list tonight and talk about that. And again, it thrown me for a loop. It really have thrown me for a loop. Right. Let's have a look. Shall we? Do you want to have a look at these engagement minutes together? Are we going to do that? Or are we going to try and just keep it as a normal roundup, and maybe we do another one, another live maybe on Sunday where we go through it, where it's been a little bit outlined? Let me know. Like I said, yeah, timing couldn't have been worse. Do another live, mate, on Sunday. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Keep the positivity, true. And I should be able to have a video out by then as well on it. Ian J, hope you had a better day, mate. It wasn't bad. Today was a bit bad. Today was a little bit up in the air. I just woke up feeling really tired and in pain. And it's a feeling you get used to it, but the day where it just takes you by surprise, you're like, ow, that's more pain than I'm normally used to. So yeah, some days it does. How are you, John? Hope you're well. Right. What we're going to do is we're going to look at the out-of-contract player first, and then we'll go from there. And then we'll try and see where's Worko back to, where's Worko tonight? Is the Tash back yet? I think he's back today. He should be in the chat tonight. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look at contracted players. Then I just need to do this properties and say bye-bye to my background. Woo, there we go. Right, these are your out-of-contract players. So some of them we know are, some of them we're not 100% sure on yet. We'll find out closer to it, but some are, some aren't, kind of thing. And it getting closer and closer to what we're needing. Like Ben Hamer hasn't really played all season, probably going at the end of the season. Chalobah, I'm not sure about if you keep him or not. Armstrong, I don't think come to the club without it being a big offer there. And according to this, his market value of 1.5 million. But I don't think he come for 6 months. I think he got a year, maybe 2 years. We know a Wickway is out of contract. Now, the back line for us is going to be so bloody horrible to try and repair. Because at the moment, even for tomorrow's game, we are short of players back there. Like, massively short of players. And it's not in the greatest position. Like, this was where we needed to improve. And we never really did, sadly. Centre back was a position we just needed to improve, and we haven't done that this season, sadly. Jamal Lowe, I believe he got a 2-year deal. So if he has, he's got another year left. Maybe play more on the left. Matt Lowe, I believe he's also a 2-year deal. So I think he will be quite crucial. Josh, we know Josh has got the whole situation with his dad. His dad saying that he's not going. Sorry, dad saying he's going. His dad also said that last year while playing around the golf. But this year feels a little bit more permanent with it. Svante, I believe that's a 2-year. Ugbo, we know is a 3-year. Valerie, I think, is a 2-year. I believe Rio is a 3-year, technically with potential. I'm not too bad, mate. How's yours been? I believe his is a 2-year. Deshaun, we know, is a 3-year. We know Charlie's is a 4-year. James and Shea are going back. That we do know. Bannon will probably sign a new deal. Out of all of them, Bannon's the one who I think will sign a new deal. There's been talk today that Michael Smith is gone. Michael Smith could be completely gone out of this equation. Which I'm not 100% sure how I feel about that one. Personally. Liam Palmer, there's been lots of things with Liam Palmer. Some of his relatives have said he's got another year. But his mum's been posting a lot of things online, on Twitter, old videos of his. So it makes you wonder if that is true or not. Kind of thing. But with everything she's been posting, it has felt like she's posting all this stuff and showing all the stuff. So it's one of those interesting ones where I'm not sure. I'll miss Smith if he leaves. Think he's out the door, mate. I won't lie. I do think he's out the door. I think Smith would be a good one. Palmer's an interesting one, right? Palmer's an interesting one because Palmer hasn't played much, and there'll be the sentimental stuff with it that people will be annoyed. I'm annoyed with that. I'm annoyed with not letting Smith go. I was still annoyed that we didn't let Gregory go, and we let money not. We let money walk out the door for free. Give Palmer a good send off, but it's time to go. Yeah, I think I'd be interested to see if he carries on. I wonder if he's gonna hit that kind of I'm now done. By the way, remember this is like right back, left, mid, right back. Callum Patterson, I like to give another year to, but I don't know. I think he's the right person to give a year to. There's going to be some people who say let him go. I don't think he's good. I am sad to see Palmer go. Palmer has been an excellent servant. Been here since 2010 and the rest. And he's just been part of the furniture. It's been weird. Pato, I like to see stay. All depends on the deal, I think. If Smith is leaving, keep Pato. Kind of in that same thing. Marvin Johnson, I think this is probably his last season with us now. I think he's good, but sometimes his inconsistency recently hasn't helped. But when he's on fire, he's fantastic. Paul, I love to put a fresh set of contract terms in front of him. Paul, I'll like to give a fresh set of terms, but it all depends on who's going to be here. If Danny's recommendations have already gone through, and remember, the recommendations, they're not, oh, I want this player, I want that player. It's what he recommends. So it's so interesting, the wording on it all is the bit that makes me go, okay, what the hell? Recommendation makes you go, you're recommending me these players, but are you going to be here to coach them? Are you going to be the gaffer to get it all done? Akin, I'd love to say keep, but his injury problems is the biggest worry for me. Injury worry with Akin is my biggest issue. At 26, I think keep him. Great age. But the amount of issue we've had with injuries on Akin, it worried me. It worried me if we keep him and he then has another injury hit season. Maybe give him a year with an option as another year. Maybe that's something you do. Don't worry, Bob. I went early. I'd like to see the agent profile will come down, but keep Bannon Palm to get the backroom role going. Pato, he's so versatile. Marvel hasn't looked interested much this season. Keep Paul. Pato proven his worth over the last 3 months. Definitely keep him. Yeah, Chris, to the shit house. I can give a year 1+, bring in more regular starts, hopefully, anyway. Yeah. Akin's been one of their ones since we got him. He's had such an injury hit season. Masaba, I would say keep. But if a bid came in for him, you give him a 2-year deal, but if someone came in for him, you look at maybe selling. We know Pierce Charles has now got a 2-year deal, by the way, which is good. He should get more terms in front of him. Sissoko, the part of me that I hope we haven't got an option on him, but there's also part of me that I hope we have, and then we see a full season. But it depends on how much they will want for him. If Masaba's going and we've got an issue on Sissoko, is he going to be that other player to replace Masaba? I don't know. Masaba's, I liked him. He looked a lot better. I won't lie, since he come into the squad, he looked really good. We got Iorfa for another year. We got Jedi Gasama, and we got Ola Kabachi. They're all what we got in contract for another year. And remember, some of these will not be up to date. Remember what you read on here. Take Transfer Marketplace with a big pinch of salt, because this is what they're getting and trying to see if they can figure out. So if they have got things, we'll find out a lot more come the end of the season. Because, of course, we don't do anything. For what it's worth, I've had a fear it's a low-level graphic board meeting where minutes require sign-off by multi-party. This, in my very humble opinion, is very reasonable turnaround time, particularly if the rumours of the length of the meeting are true. Give that a share. But, see, Sissoko would be the one that's a risk if he did. If it's a cheap deal at 22, I think you take it. And then you see what happens. It's a cheap, risky deal. But, because it's one of the things, they could either come out to be really, really bloody good or a down squid. But he's already trained and been in that environment with the team. But we don't know why we've not seen him. Has there been a little niggle there? Is there something else? And as you can see, it's a big old lot of the squad that are going to need a bit of a replacement. Midfield, for me, seems the strongest area we've got at the moment. Like, out of all seriousness, the midfield is where I think we probably look stronger going to the future. But, again, does that help? Is that something that helps you there? You got a bit of... you keep Bannon. We know we've got Svante. We know we'll have Armstrong. If you got Chalobah and fit, you could also have it that you play Rio Shipton there. You keep him. If the buy option is 1 million, I take it. At any other club, 1 million is cheap in today's market, just not for. Yeah, exactly. That's my theory on it as well, Barry. My thing is if there's £1 million there for Sissoko, you take it. That lad needs a new contract in front of him ASAP. Jedi Gasama needs a new deal as fast as we can get one there. Because he got the ability to go higher than what his market value is. Like, genuinely. It's 1 million according to this at minute. Let me click on his name. 1 million still. I still think he's someone you put a new deal in front of immediately. Because you got to remember, with him coming in next season, he won't be the thingy. Femo looks like Iorfa is a risk with injury record, but for me, you try and move Iorfa on as well. Warwick. Yeah, I think so. Is one of the players Danny was on about on not being. Yep. Ian Lodo. I feel tomorrow going to be emotional. Why are we sentimental fans? It's just a job to them. I don't think it is just a job to them. You've got people like Barry Bannon and Co who could have left 10 times over. I don't think it is just a job to them. Like, for them, they could leave tomorrow and still not have a club this time next year. There are so many free agents at the minute who have been out of football for an entire season due to whatever reason. I don't think it is just a job for them. We are quite sentimental fans, and some of the players we should have probably let go a bit sooner, but we haven't. Midfield is strong, but we need someone to... That's where I think someone like a Rio Shipton might work, John. If Rio Shipton can come back from Ireland and do well, you could do that. New 3 or 4 year deals for gas automatic puts the extra 5 million voucher. Do you think we'll do you think in the summer? I know we got to buy, we'll make moves. I don't know yet. If I want to. It all depends on who's here. It all depends on who gets a new deal. It all depends on who the gaffer is. I don't know. Right now, I'd like to say I think it'll be barrel deals, but with some cracking loan. But I don't know. Adam Reef was without cover for ages. He was. It's definitely not a job for Bannon. He literally lives and breathes Wednesday. So did Palmer. But yeah, and there's a couple of the unknown here as well that we don't know anything of. Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. They've already taken Wilkes off the list. He should be there as on loan. And he's not. Then we know that others don't. You've got people like Ola Kabachi, who's hardly played this season. And I think give him another season is worth it. He got a long contract. He contracted till 2028. So he's obviously seen something there that we like. It's the same with McNeil. There's something there we like about him. I don't know what it is, but there's something there. And it's the bit that I like. I'd be okay with Shifton Fusery. Exactly. Got to remember, Shifton Fusery could be part of your middle two, which could work really well. Fusery, especially one that we looked at and spoke about quite quickly. And spoke about it in a way where we just gone, okay, this is this. McNeil should be a starter next season. I agree. We know where we need to improve. Excuse me, guys. Apologies if I'm yawning. I'm very tired today. We know where we need to improve. We need to improve up top and midfield and possibly another goalkeeper to come in. He's on loan, mate. He's on loan at Carlisle. You see, I have seen Danny, they're here. I've got them here. I have seen the minutes out, but mate, it's 11 pages, and I really need to read them myself. We'll have a look at it soon, but it's 11 pages on a Friday night at 7 o'clock. I have not got the wherewithal in me tonight to sit there and probably do a video on it. Ideally, I'm gonna have a little bit of a. I've given Reddit. I'm going to try and see if someone can summarize it. Like one of the papers or something like that had done a summary of it. I will do it then. But what I've read so far, it's a hard read. I feel sorry for anyone that was in that meeting. It seemed like it was an absolute thing. They're on the website. They're on the Wednesday website, Bob123. First line chances say, yeah, that's the thing. If you want, let's bring them up a minute. So first line, I'll say, you've got these are the people who want it. Ian Bennett, supporter club, Peter Eccles on Falkland, Paul Holmes, Wednesday night, Chris Ledger, Rainbow Owls, Robert Metcalf, Wise Old, Amanda Nuttall, Disabled Trust, Emma Pedrick from the Women Trust, Martin Poyer, West Midlands House, Ash Rogers from the Wednesday Week, Evan Gillett from the Owls America, John Wakefield from Southwest Owls, Ray Winder from the North Yorkshire, and Eva Winter from the Holland Owls. Panel ended with David Buttery, even Chancellor was there, Alistair Wilson was there, Trevor Braithwaite was there, and PE Chairman's interpreter, big word, lawyer. His lawyer was there as well, which was weird. Apologies that the path also had David Thing from the Wednesday Ladies. Note for the panel, it's like they called, they're given time to consider the panel. We respect that request for the written that question for transfer who we requested at the meeting with formally minuted. We so final minute club provide draft minute within 48 hours of me. Panel returned to revise 24 hours afterwards. Andrew will start the meeting by welcoming everyone, noting that really encouraged to see many group present and continues the panel meetings. And Public AW said these minutes will be completed as soon as possible. Pointed out a double game week together with extremely busy general period is highly in line with 48 hours. He requests all parties therefore agree to the terms. Reference Paul. Who's that? Paul. Can't see a Paul. Anyway. P8's leg question panel. AW said DC to answer all questions with no time. People might some of the sensitive with club. AD comes to the presence of the chairman's interpreter and the lawyer to his direct questions are in the nature of address that will be addition. Meeting in June said question, please bear in mind chairman will speak to his interpreter in Thai. This may be a period of silence. It's just all the stuff. It's no clear when you read through it. Yeah. DC welcomed everyone and to policy manager of fan group that he may be full plan should take responsibility for anything that happens in the future. You want answer to your question. You say it's easy to ask, but with no responsibility previously, he may not answer because he wanted to protect the interests of the club. PA said all questions from the United Voice not from the organisation. PA thanked the chairman for inviting us for the meeting. DC clarified this was not an invitation as the meeting was a panel request. A bit spicy already. He runs all businesses like he runs Wednesday's lawyer by be a busy man. He says owning the club is causing him bad health. If that's the cause, sell it. And Liam, stop, mate. We're looking at it together. Please. At this point, DC asked the panel not to go out of the meeting. Twisted words. PX that the panel had agreed to attend meeting during the working day. DC stated time was not an issue as a donor by major attendance. He said regular panel meetings are now arranged in advance and generally low attendance. Only 2 of the panel groups have attended all of the last 5. First thing, talking about the sale of the club. Concerns regarding the chairman's stance, he said a recent story, it's not just about the price, it's about the right individual group with it. DC confirmed he had no interest in selling the club at the moment, but he's open to considering offers from the right potential buyers. The right quality, fit and proper, take the club forward and would run the club going as a going concern. Then the future concern. DC asked the panel to ensure that they are satisfied with any answers. Say, if not, ensure they seek clarification. They will not be answering any questions in writing. There is no time limit to this meeting. No, it wasn't you, it's Liam, mate. Don't worry. What steps have been taken to prepare the club for sale, obtaining an independent valuation? Do you have a realistic selling price? And does the price include stadium? DC said he has not taken any steps to prepare the club for sale, as selling the club is not in his intent. If he were to sell it, it would not just be about the price. He retained any sale had to be right people with the plan for the club. Regarding valuation for potential buyers, he said the financial information is available publicly via the club's annual account. That could be an indication of to offer. DC said any valuation is complicated depending on a number of factors, such as buyer is prepared to buy or sell. He is willing to sell. There is only one Sheffield Wednesday with no compromise for valuation. Owner would not publicly declare a valuation of the club. So DC won't say how much he wants for the club. The concerned impact or fact the potential sale have received any approach for purchase Sheffield Wednesday since we were last promoted to the championship, and if so, what was that taken? I'm going to highlight this because it's easy for me. So I will, if my mouth will let me do it. Here we go. DC said he had been approached by potential. If he doesn't want to sell, he should massively invest. True. DC said that he approached the potential investment in the days of the club and potentially reached the championship playoff final in 2016 when he could have sold the club for a significant profit. The approach was rejected. His intention was to take the club to the Premier League. Was to take the club. Interesting. DC said that the interest had gone full on Dr. Eva. I want. Yeah. Right now, DC said there'd been no formal offer for the club with proof of funds. There is no identity potential investors in any discussion. Anyone can say they're in the market without official offer. This is something we know. He said it is a potential investor with to put in. During the last couple of weeks, the club have faced some financial difficulty, which have been resulted in breathless frustration with the public expectation buyers kind of thing. So interesting. Would he be willing to sign an NDA if the right buyer was there? DC said that stressed that if an agreeable offer was made, any individual group who made their identity known, there was a specificity, he would have no issue with signing an NDA. So would do it. What he's trying to say in that they in a country full of towns and city and United, there's only one Wednesday. True. Future plans and directors. Right, panel note. Sheffield Wednesday have been operating without a clear public communication strategy for years. Financial challenges, uninvested in facilities, especially the recent comment by him about Reading FC. Right, this one's interesting. So, summary, DC isn't interested in sale. No one come forward to buy it. End of. That is pretty much it. That is all we get on that one. So, yeah. 47 people watching. I don't know how many like because I can't bring that up on here. Regarding club strategy and planning, what is your strategy plan to make the club more sustainable, addressing hierarchy, recruitment, sponsorship, and stadium improvements? DC discussed the club's time sustainability, the difficulties in football business, but he said during the time we achieved the highest average attendance, commercial revenue, and income streams. Costs have increased around 10% annually with ticket prices and other revenues cannot keep up with the players outlines. DC critic complaint from fans when prices do increase, even though the increase would help with the sustainability. His comments are making us unvestable. Yeah. Player salaries, excluding current player sale, must be balanced with the ambition to success. Interesting how he turns around about player sales. We'd only had 2. There are issues with the structure of the league, which had changed defensive in the PL and EFL, offer more support to clubs. DC asked if anyone has any suggestions that can be implemented to aid sustainability. You kind of hope so. The protest to keep on coming out until he sells. Oh, it will do, mate. It will do. PH acknowledged the increased revenue and wage, but we have never been a selling club. Is there an intention to sell players? Had the opportunity to let them leave in the past. DC said pre-COVID, on average, we sold 1 player per year. Have we? Have we really sold 1 player per year? Have we actually sold 1 player per year? That got me thinking. Well, that's not sustainable. Have we sold? Well, I think if you include okay. We'll see on that one. Factors consider player sales, not just selling club. DC asked the panel if there particular player we should have sold in the past, and he couldn't explain the situation. No one answered the question related to that. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. That's not how it's not. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. I can then to Alex Hunt is one of them as well. But thinking about many players that have been on loan. Everyone else suggesting Taper. It wouldn't listen to anyone. True. What is the plan to increase it? DC said it's unfair. We should have sold players, but when asked who, no one should say who. Now chance to direct said no one to go out and say he is happy to answer anything. The question raised about selling players, he would like to know who, but there was no answer. That's not how it works. But that's not how it works. We're not the one. Oh, that's not how it works. A player sale doesn't come from fans. If someone comes in for them, you check how it is. Are you trying to tell us that no one came in for us? We sell. Did we sell? Can't remember the name. No, he was let go on a free. He was a free mate. He wasn't sold. He was a free agent. The panel is not interested in debating which players should have been sold or not. Naming names would distract from the main person meeting. JW retained the question about future plan and strategy after the youngster players. JW also encountered our DC to the wider thing. These are major changes taking place in the academy. We have new facility, increased our scouting structure, and a new academy invite John Pepper to drive it. DC said primarily take a good young player regular should offer more protection to EFL clubs. Okay, fair enough. Right, we've increased academy, new facilities, increased scouting structure. Right, that should be a good thing. AR not the account developers asked how the club is going to be more today, not relying solely on DC. And regulatory, DC said most football clubs are managed to lose even when players trading. How many players? How many clubs will sell to DC because of the operations thing? God, I can see why this took so long. I rewatched the Chancery press when he took over. He's in turn, we will run the club as a sustainable way. It be a I'm sorry, Justin, you got your cat lock on again. Oh, that Chromebot must do your head in, mate. DC said most football is yep. DC asked for players' names. Apart not give specific name, but the person of the question, AD said we're into specific data. We are not a selling club. Why the chairman asking you to who you mean? Yeah, but we're not. Oh, he completely missed the point of the question. He wants to know who we should have sold and why we didn't sell them. Oh, the people in this panel, good luck for you when you did this. Jesus Christ. DC asked for players. DC said if the questions. I'm not too bad, heck, there you, mate. Good luck. You butchered for that playoffs. We are currently looking at the engagement panel meetings. Our chairman had recently, there was an emergency meeting and it was 6 hours long. I'm not too bad. I'm very tired. I'm probably not going to read all of this, but we'll have a look. DC asked questions. You can compare the question in return to statement. He said in hindsight there was a player he could have sold in the past, such as Fortieri, but at the time it was central treating purpose. There must be a balance. Looking back at he would sell, but we cannot predict the future. I think we all probably would have. Good evening, mate. What do you reckon? I think the plan protest, it's the right way of going about it. It's the right way of going about it. If you're for it, then great. If you're not, you just have to respect that some people are and some people aren't. That's the way I'm going to see it. I'm not going to have a go at anyone who protests. I'm not going to have a go at anyone that doesn't protest. It's their choice. If they think that's what needs to happen. DC is more slippery in boxing. Yeah, this reads it, doesn't it? Welcome the academy to DC. Put a lot of money into the club. And nothing but the panel praise in regard to that, but should generally to trade in the short term. DC said that football business largely won a loss, and of course he wished to make club more things. DC has asked questions on topic no one could answer. EC said looking potential solutions the panel can put in a working group in place, to which DC agreed as we are open to suggestions. That's a good one. If there's a possible suggestion where it could help with people helping, maybe that'll help. Manipulation will commit to publishing short and long-term strategy fans. Input DC said he would depend on his decision as the owner, and anyone to say how the club is run should put in money, but would like to hear more. Previously, the former trust board informed the club the proposal, which included a cheaper ticket. When asked how the shortfall revenue will be compensated, what the chairman had to subsidize, DC said suggestion can be easy with no responsibility. Have full responsibility of the club trust. We're invited to play their plan. Response to and we're not able to take it forward. Okay. Get the lights up. Thank you, mate. Usual fan base. The peeps in the meeting must have felt like they were smashing their heads against a brick wall. Yep. To get the checkbook out. I don't think he's coming to us, mate. Is it going to walk from town to Hilpert? Yeah, mate, it is. It's going to be a long, long season next season. It really is. As an outsider, DC got you up and arguably the best manager in the league. He hasn't spent a lot of money though. So maybe see what Hector, when your owner isn't paying your players or the tax man on time, you worry if you've got money there. That's our issue. It's not the first time we've been very, very close to being put in an embargo. And it's difficult. And it doesn't help when we keep having infighting between manager and chairman. It's weird. The situation with it is that we want a plan. We literally want a plan of what we're gonna do next. And in this, he basically not told us a plan. It's the usual stuff. Long-term strategy, DC will be destined to own anyone who wants to sell the club. Trust boards only a matter of time before someone buys you. We hope. Had no idea, mate. On a scale of 1 to 10, what are your chances? Glenn, probably a 0. At the end of the day, he gotta put an offer in. We are going to have a very long summer as a fan base if we are constantly trying to figure out who's gonna buy us. Because he said it, the club's not for sale. No one put an offer in. Until someone puts an offer in, we won't know. And it'll all be done until it gets to the EFL ratification period. That's the thing. It'll only get done when it's at that period. And at that point, you kind of go, then great. On a lighter note, do you think we could, not with his wages, no. You know what would be awesome? The community outreach project for the club to do a group volunteers and have them help paint the stadium. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. Where was I up to? Truff board. Respect DC inquired on the trade competition and the same level. DC said he is sorry to say that the difference in business in VAT are different. Makes the action. I don't like. Doesn't like the flight on him. He doesn't have a business. Reason success, not a big Sheffield. He do have a lot of respect for the chairman, but he would like to that to be with DC has always have respect for anyone that shows at him. JD said the photo club since childhood is not an entertainment, it's life. He gets that people DC said it's good that fans are now united. He said some fans have plenty of wealth and none have that more entertainment and example sort of passed away unless Sheffield went in money in his will, which DC said should go to his family. Wait, what? DC says it's good that the fans are now united. He said some fans have plenty of wealth and understand that more than entertainment and an example, a supporter who passes away unless Sheffield went in money in his will, which DC says should go to his family. Right, the money should go to the family, not to the club. Right, I get that now. Let's have a look. My advice to anyone: don't believe any takeover talk until the new guy is actually here. I will cover the speculation of it, but Barry's right. CT DC wouldn't pay the wages. Yep. Is it true he wants to get? Apparently so. The rumor is he's always wanted to give it his lad. It's a good press when Simon Jones mentioned it. It's good press if it happens. It's only good press if it happens. They can only text Simon Jordan's advice, and they could say no. They could say yes. Like on the bloke's Instagram, he had a picture of Simon Jordan said, "We agree on something, we don't agree on others." So, do you think you're right now? No, heck, I don't think we'll keep him. I think the relationship with owner done, but we'll see. He's got a contract till 2027. And if he goes, someone's going to have to buy him out. DC can come around mine, help me with my decorating full refreshment. I've always said that the independent regular is the best chance of getting him out of the club. Super agent like I told you earlier, Jake. Yep. I remember, mate. Yeah, but that means an owner's lined up to come at the end of the season. I don't think that's the case, Glenn. Generally, I don't think that's the case. This says to me, why would you put the minutes out on the Friday 2 games out and then say after the game, I've got an owner. They said to me that there's no one coming yet. We don't know. Everything is speculation till it's official or it's with the EFL. It's difficult. Takeover take time. Look at the other side. Their takeover took the best part of 12 months. Literally took the best part of 12 months. Unless you need a rough sale like Chelsea, like Reading currently do, it needs to get done on the nod. He did not call him a liar immediately, but it was not him. DC said the jury confirmed, but it was. But the matter is over. As far as it's still concerned, he would have said he should return to panel on behalf of the trust. Panel suggests representative put DC. It must be the other chair. No, Glenn, I'm going to do fuck all on it and I'm going to walk out my studio. What do you think? I love how you got this whole narrative of me being an absolute dick. You really have got a narrative that I'm a bit of a dick on it. I've called DC out on his stuff. Why would I not cover the protest? Like, generally, why would I not cover it? I cover most things Wednesday. I had a conversation with my missus earlier that I said, I'm not 100% sure how much I want to do next season. If it's going to be this level of toxic scumbaggery crap. I have not got the time or energy to jump into this. At the end of it, I'm going to cover it, but yeah. Remember, I cover everything, mate. Just remember that. Even when I shouldn't, really. What am I trying to do? It's a busy one. Good for you. Sorry, darling. It's been. I'll be really real with you guys here in a minute. We got this one. I have been genuinely looking at how next season could go, and I ain't looking forward to it already, which is worrying because I normally look forward to every season. Next season, I should have a lot more time to do things. I should have a lot more time to do something because I will have my lad in nursery. But it's one of those things where next season I can tell it's going to be a naff season. And I've done this since 2012. So I've done the shit stuff. I've done multiple takeover rumors. Do we all remember Land of Fire? And we all got excited because they were on Atletico Madrid shirts. Yeah, I've done that coverage. So it's going to be an interesting one. Yeah, I know. Well, Eddie, I'm kind of hoping that's the case. Believe us, none of us want next season, but if we were going to suffer, we should suffer together. True. Thank you, John. I appreciate it. I did have a look at what next season could be like. And I won't lie, I looked at it like, oh, it's not going to be fun, is it? But I've done this when we've been relegated. I've done this when we've been promoted. I've done this when we've had a miss season. I've done it when we had multiple rumours of takeovers. I ain't going to stop. I like doing it. I love my community I've built. But you do sometimes sit down and go, oh, you kind of sit down and go, do I actually really want to do that this next season? And then I get to like the transfer window and I go, you know what? Yeah, it's a little bit of fun. Let's go for it again. It's weird. It's very, very weird. Let me read some of this. Andrew sponsored the kit. To be fair, it was nice. It did look good. Next season, it's going to be scary. We live in hope. Easy, Jake. Don't let them get to you. I appreciate it. Thank you, mate. I much appreciate it. In that, how you doing, mate? It's never fun with Wednesday. I'll be honest, now I can only see 20. At the moment, yes. At the moment, I'm in the same boat. Going to be a tough next season, at least 12 teams pushing promotion. Yep. The fun part will be workout ramp when we play Derby if they stop up. Yeah. I just got a Snapchat for it. It's interesting. He's having one hell of a night. Hopefully, Sheffield United don't go. We can beat them. Would be good. Maybe. I'd just like some good news. We all, yeah. I think we just like clarity. I think clarity and a plan. Like, if DC put to me, this is the plan, this is what we got going, this is how we're gonna go. I'd be like, right, there's a plan. I can get a little bit behind that. There's some sort of movement. I got some good news. We're getting in. I'd be worried if we got good news. I think the problem with good news, it depends what the good news will be. If Danny's staying next season, I think we all go, right, great, let's push on and go from there. But the problem is we have so many what ifs kind of questions that I ain't too sure what's gonna happen. Um there is only one way this is going, and that I fear that, Liam, but it gotta go a long way before it get there. It gotta go a long way before it gets there. Uh, I we want him out, but the thing is, it's hard. He owns us. He owns the club. You can't if you want to buy my house, unless you put an offer in, and I see the offer, maybe the offer is worth more than half, but I love my house. I don't have to sell. DC's in the same boat. He doesn't have to sell. But Steven, I get your point, but it's hard. It is very, very hard. Eden Sharman, how you doing? Be good news, bad news, thing is, I think. I hope Danny comes out with a statement after the last game saying he's staying. I hope so, but I don't think it will. I'm not sure. The minutes are all the part of them you have read so far suggest that DC ploughing on business as usual. Yeah, it does. From what I've read so far with those minutes, this is I am continuing. Here you go. Here's the bit that will you commit to a publisher complex strategy and financial including short term and long term. I said questioning part of trust. He said nothing against chairman. If he can produce the plan, we will back him, but without him making it difficult. DC said that his decision to make, but what are the recommendations? IB says he suggests which could be brought to a future meeting. So we're getting into bit plans. Does the chairman appreciate the negative impact from the damage of the club not paying bills on time? DC said that he apologized for that. He said he acknowledged the damage effect and said protests are damaging. He said he's aware that some fans say the media in Thailand need to know the situation and he will lose faith, but DC said it's not true. If the criticism is merited, then no issue. Some fans are not happy and abuse him. Can an owner not say something back? They can. DC saying that he will always give respect and give respect to him. He said fans, they are not the owner. Say they are the owner, he's the custodian, but the club needs money, etc. It's down to the owner. DC said it's the new owner in the future. Some fans grateful, different mindset. No trust, saying never learn how to give. He said fans say their money is hard earned, but his money is hard earned too. He said some fans will go to the EFL to try and force him out of the club, but doesn't hear how he will protect the club because there was a free window embargo. It was more difficult to find buy a DC dress. It does not mean anyone in this meeting and not all fans. The majority of respectful, but the minority. Let me have a look. Glenn, again, I'm gonna say this again because you gotta be in your bonnet tonight, and I'm not in the mood for it. Money does talk, but it doesn't matter. If someone doesn't want to sell, they don't have to sell. It's very, very simple. Get that through your head. If you want DC to doesn't go to any home games, only away. He doesn't go to any games, mate. He only comes when he comes over. That's the thing. I do not want Danny to stay. He's staying because the last manager to do that was Bruce, and we all know how that went. Didn't get the job with full glimpse, so stuck here to the time being, sulking like a mad. But otherwise good. Oh, mate, sorry. I concluded that Chance is just hanging in for a lucky season. And I think, yep, don't want to sound arsey, but how long does it take for the minute to come out? They're out! Right. Glenn, they were a 6-hour meeting with a double game. My wife does minute for her work, which an hour can take 2 days. They can take 2 days. Like, the minutes are out. They're here. You're looking at them on the screen. They still got other things to do other than the meetings. I won't lie, that is an arsey thing to say. Really arsey thing to say. Never been a plan since 2008. What do you reckon to fans who support the club but don't like the setup? Right. I'm not in the mood, Glenn. Just for clarity, is he willing to sell for the right place? We don't know. He's literally said if the money's there, he will do it. But it's got to be the right price for him, not the right price for us. The right price for him, and we don't know what that is. You can still support the club and you can still support the club, but not like the setup. That's fine. There's plenty of people who are Man United fans that support Manchester United but can't stand the fucking Glazers, Glenn. Or you forgot that there's the clubs around the country that are like this. Not just us. This isn't just the us issue. Minute from my meeting usually come out a week before the next one. See? Finances. Oh god. Recent payment delays. Blah blah blah. Right, you go in. Bye, Glenn. Go away. You're done for today. Piss off. I'm not in the fucking mood. It's an example, Glenn. Get it through your head. Give me a minute. Every word Chansiri says should be taken with a pinch of salt. Yep. I mean, the fans should go to home games. That will kick. I get what you mean. To Clark, I mean, the fans to always go support no matter what's in charge of the club. I'm not going to stop supporting. So it'll stop going to games. They're great. Take time, Jake. Don't let it get to your head, mate. It's the path we follow. True. For what it's worth, I still prefer Chansiri to some blood money. I get that. I do understand that. And I think a lot are in that little bit of mindset. But right now, it's whoever comes kind of thing. Let's have a look at this. Regarding recent payment, the finances are a little bit played, income. If any cash had been taken from such a business, DCP that the football business is this. Let's have a look. For what it's worth, I prefer to, yeah, see. I think the buyers are sat back waiting to right moment. It's not. Have a look. Governance. We're only 6 pages into 11 here. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do a full stream on this where we go with it and hopefully get a bit of a more of a thing with it because this is long. This is long, so we'll have a look. We'll have a look at this another time because this is But I have been going for like an hour and 7. Yeah, it's not. It's just long. It's long and tedious, and it's like nearly 8 o'clock. It's really on. Is there not a championship team that is run by fans? No, there isn't. I don't think there is one. Pompey would have been the closest for it. Yeah, feel sorry for the people. Yeah, exactly. I feel for people on this panel as well. I can see why a lot of them put out going, "Hey, we don't like this. This is not fun." Bit of magic there. Can't be off reading it all. I'll be honest with you, I'm going to try and simplify it. I'm going to try and put it into chat GPT and just get it to summarize it for me. Basically, the consortium says he doesn't want to sell the club. The club ain't for sale unless he comes in. Then that's it. That's it, basically. It needs idiot proof. I am normally the idiot, but I can't prove that. Don't put chat. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get it summarized and stuff because it's annoying. Someone has summarized it on Twitter. You can link me to it, Liam. I'd appreciate it. But it's the same old, same old. It's the same thing. Basically, it's all we know, right? Sheffield MP are united in their determination to help resolve. Oh, interesting. Hang on. Sheffield MP are united in their determination to help resolve the ongoing financial difficulties at Sheffield Wednesday in order to protect the club legacy, ensuring it's a sustainable future. Coming to a head of planned protest, Sheffield Wednesday Football Club is an important part of our city's culture, heritage, and we are determined to work with all involved to ensure the club's endeavour. We support the fans' right to peacefully protest and voice legitimate concerns. Ultimately, they want what's best for the club. As Sheffield MP, we have met with Sheffield Wednesday Sports Trust and understand the strength of the feeling and their passion for it. We will be writing to the chairman with an aim of opening up better communication channels to ensure the constructive and positive decision can be held to find a long-term solution. Now, that's interesting. If MPs are now involved, that's interesting. That's a little bit of a... I won't lie, that's a little bit of a fuck you at Chansiri from the trust. A little bit. Oh, he's going to kick off after that. He definitely is. But guys, I'm going to go and spend some time with my family because I'm absolutely shattered. It's been a long one. I knew this would go long. Just read that straight away, me. So have a good one, guys. There'll be a debrief on Monday and there'll be a review tomorrow, and I will try and get this whatever. Hang on. Not that. Whatever this is sorted because yeah. Horrible. Horrible. Why would you release that on a Friday night, Chansiri? Anyway, I'm off. Bye.